talk about Menopur. Let's mix Menopur together, okay? What I want you to do is look at this setup here. If your dose per night is 2 vials, you're gonna have 2 vials of peach capped Menopur. You're gonna have 1 vial of liquid. Sometimes these have pink caps, sometimes they have gray caps. You're gonna have 1 3 milliliter syringe that will often have a big needle attached to it. And you're going to have 1 small 27 gauge needle, and you're gonna have 1 Q cap. So this is your setup. If your dose is only 1 vial of Menopur, this is your setup. 1 vial, all of this, but just 1 vial of Menopur, okay? So now I switched out, these are just pretend, these are pretend bottles of Menopur. So each of these is empty pretend bottle, okay? The first thing that you're going to do is take your 3 milliliter syringe with the big mama needle attached, if yours has a needle attached, take off this needle and put it in your sharps container. You are not going to be using any big mama needles for anything that we do together for your IVF cycle. The next thing that you do is pop all of the colored caps off of your vials. So you pop the pink or the gray off of this one, and you pop the 2 peach ones off of these, or 1 if your dose is only 1 vial. The next thing you do is you take the paper off of your Q cap, and there's a sharp plastic piece on the inside here. You're going to use that to puncture the top of the liquid, not the Menopur, the liquid. Then what you do is you take this off, and here you have access to your liquid. Then you take your 3 ml syringe, you draw back 1 ml of air. You have to draw air into this, otherwise you can't get your liquid out without creating a vacuum. So what you're gonna do is screw your syringe onto your Q cap here. It's a screwing action, and you're going to push the air in, and then you're going to invert, and as you let your finger off, it's going to displace liquid back out at you. If you forgot the air step, then you're gonna have trouble getting the liquid out of here. But instead, this displaces liquid back to you. You draw the liquid out, you pull back just a little bit, and you have roughly 1 ml of liquid here, okay? This is like cooking. The amounts don't have to be exact, roughly 1 ml of liquid. Then what you do is you pop or torque, it's a torquing, pop this off, put that to the side. You're not going to use that anymore. You don't need to reuse those vials, even though there is a little bit of extra liquid in those. Then you line up your 2 Menopur vials. In series, you're going to push this in, holding this part of the syringe, push this down, swirl gently, invert, and pull back until you get air. So the goal here is to actually get a big air bubble into your syringe, because what you have to do is make sure that you're getting as much as you can out of this vial. You're gonna have little drips and drops left in here that you can't get, and that's normal. Then what you're gonna do is torque this off again, put it to the side, and if your dose is only 1 Menopur vial, you stop here. If your dose is 2 Menopur vials, you put this in, you push, swirl, invert, and draw back until you get air, okay? At this stage, what you do is you unscrew all of this, put it to the side, screw your needle on, and get as much of this air bubble out as you can. There you are, and ready to inject your Menopur. You've mixed 2 vials of powder into 1 ml of liquid.